It is the quarterfinals of the 2022 Open Conference of the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball. And take a look at the crowd inside the Philoil Flying V Center. Some came in as early as 6 in the morning, and there's still a queue outside that's probably a kilometer long. Good afternoon, everybody. This is what's on tap today. Choco Mucho Flying Titans with a twice to beat advantage taking on the PLDT high-speed hitters. And later on today, the Petrogas Angels with a twice to beat advantage will take on the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Crowd excited by the sound of the buzzer as they've been yearning to see this matchup already. Will send you courtside now for the starting 6 of both teams.
Introducing our national referees for this match. First referee, Bobby Celso. Our second referee is Joy De Imus. Let's meet the starters. First, for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Outside spiker from De La Salle University, number 2, Des Chang. Setter from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 3, Tina Wong. Outside spiker also from Ateneo, number 9, Pauline Gaston. Opposite hitter also from Ateneo, number 10, Kat Tolentino. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 11, Atuque Ogunsanya. Middle blocker from Ateneo, number 14, team captain, Bea De Leon. Starting libero also from Ateneo, number 13, Denden Lazaro Revilla. Head coach for Choco Mucho is Oliver Almadro. And now the starters for the PLDT Home Fiber High-Speed Hitters. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 3, Mika Reyes. Opposite hitter from FEU, number 10, Chinchin Basas. Setter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 12, team captain, Rhea Dimaculangan. Middle blocker, number 13, from the University of St. La Salle, Del Palomata. Outside spiker from Central Philippines University, number 17, Fiola Ceballos. And outside spiker from Arellano University, number 19, Jovi Prado. Starting libero from the University of the East, number 8, Kat Arado. The head coach for PLDT is George Pascua. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. This is the quarterfinal matchup between the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and the
No change in the starting lineup of Coach Oliver Almadro as you see the starting 6 of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Yeah, wala pa rin pagbabago. He will be sticking with his starting 7. Again, Isa Bolde will be coming off the bench just in case they need an emergency outside hitter. Ganun din sa PLDT high-speed hitters. No changes for the lineup of Coach George Pascua.
Gonna be interesting how Viola Ceballos, who came off the bench in the last game, 7 points, how she will be sparking the starting lineup of the PLDT high-speed hitters. These ladies need to win twice against these ladies because Choco Mucho with the twice to beat advantage. Chin Basas, coming off an 8-point performance, is the number 37 best scorer, while Kat Tolentino is the number 2 best scorer in the conference. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, set number 1 in the quarterfinal matchup between the Flying Titans and the high-speed hitters. Dimaculangan, right away, Mika Reyes. Wong was right there. Revilla with the up. Kat Tolentino sends it across. Dimaculangan, back row, Ceballos. A very good start, floor-wise, for both teams. Basas. The back set, Kat Tolentino. Basas with the up. Dimaculangan sends it back. Mika Reyes with a tip. Kat Tolentino with the up. A good rally to start things off. Ball is still alive. Great reflexes by Ceballos. Kat Tolentino readjusts. Arado to Prado. Rejected, but Arado right there for coverage. Prado into the net. And that's the first point of your Flying Titans.
That was just the first point. At napakahaba na agad ng rally natin. And this is what the fans expect. A higher level of volleyball, lalo na bumabalik na tayo sa normal, where everyone can watch up close and personal.
But going back to the question I asked you at the beginning of the coverage, Neil, a lot more rest time, a shorter match in their last game of PLDT. How is that better for them coming into today's game, or Choco Mucho 4-set, 2-hour match against F2 Logistics?
Of course, rest will always be a huge factor sa recovery ng mga teams natin. But I am sure yung coaching staff na-consider na nila to even beforehand. Dahil alam naman natin na napaka-ikse ng open conference natin.
Des Cheng connects, coming off a 10-point performance. She was one of 3 players in double digits for Choco Mucho in the win versus F2 Logistics. Prado.
And that's a better hit from Jovi Prado, not challenging the cross-court angle, hitting it off the hands of Kat Tolentino. And aside from the offense, maganda rin yung matchup. Ladies in purple, you have Denise Revilla, the number 2 receiver of our conference.
And speaking of receiving, Des Cheng with a receive error there. And a quick 2 points for PLDT. They tie the game.
There was one specific game that Rhea de Macalangan had a hard time punching her services in. And din yung sinasabi ko, basta pumasok yung service ni Rhea de Macalangan, there is a big chance na masira yung sistema ng Choco Mucho because she's one of the heaviest servers for the side of PLDT.
And there it is. An easy block for Mika Reyes off a broken play by Choco Mucho.
Mika Reyes also started slow in this conference, but slowly she regained her composure, not just on offense, but also on defense.
That's the number 4 best blocker in the open conference, Mika Reyes, ladies and gentlemen.
And sa tinagal-tagal, so kahit papano, she knows the tendencies of these attackers.
After a short-lived reign with the 1-point lead, PLDT, they're tied with Choco Mucho at 3-all. Des Cheng serving for the Flying Titans here in set number 1. Excellent receive there by Arado. Jovi Prado going cross-court. Mika Reyes with an easy dump, but Kat Tolentino was right there. Dig by Ceballos. Here comes Prado. Revilla with the up. De Leon, Ceballos, back set, Basas, connects!
Nice reverse setting from Rhea de Macalangan. And if you're going to notice ko nung ginagawa niya, talagang kinakalat yung opensa in all sides of the court. She's going to the outside hitter, punta siya kay Mika Reyes, but that time around, that reverse setting did the job for PLDT.
PLDT leading by 1, 4-3. Bongay Gaston, that is picked up. Revilla with a great dig off the Ceballos attack. Mika Reyes, Di Maculangan sets it up. Ceballos again against 2 blockers. Basas with the defense. Ceballos with an open block. Bea De Leon with a kill.
And that was the connection yung na-miss natin nung game nila against F2 Logistics. Bea De Leon only scored 4 points in that game. So they're looking to rebuild that connection in today's game against PLDT.
So it's good to see Bea De Leon becoming involved in the offense early for the Flying Titans.
Definitely. And kailangan niya i-punch in yung numbers kahit na may twice to beat advantage sila. We all know that PLDT is not a pushover squad. So they have to be careful and not give any chances for PLDT to drag this to game number 2.
Coach Oliver Almadro shouting instructions out. And Coach Almadro was actually saying, you know, this team PLDT, they're not a pushover. We have to really take this team seriously.
Especially yung makakaharapan nila if ever they close it out in this one is the Creamline Cool Smashers, a team also undefeated kagaya ng Signal HD in this conference.
Reyes chases it down. Di Maculangan, back set, Basas, block, Prado with coverage. Ceballos against a double block. Gets it off the tape of the net. Revilla will set it for Kat Tolentino. Excellent coverage by the high-speed hitters. Kat Tolentino again. Demakulangan with the receive. Basas is rejected. Palomata with the up. Demakulangan sends it back to Basas. Pushes. Net violation against the Flying Titans.
Napakatsaga ng PLDT trying to break the defense of the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans, forcing them to commit that net violation.
Quick eye there by second referee Joy D. Imus spotting that. 2-point lead here for the high-speed hitters. Demakulangan, Palomata. Revilla will play setter, Pongay Gaston. That went between two high-speed hitters.
Yeah, that's not a specialty of middle blockers. Kaya kadalasan, pag nasa likod sila, maliit lang yung zone na kinocover nila. They usually talk to the defenders beside them na kumuha ng mas malaking zone.
Ceballos with the push. That was close to a lift there by Dina Wong. Ceballos! She connects!
Yola Ceballos with so much power. Coach George Pascual was actually asking for a violation already, a lifting violation on Dina Wong, but it wasn't given.
Ceballos, 7 points. Started in the second and third set in their last game against Ballypure. Doing really well here in set number 1 of this quarterfinal matchup. That's on the line from Pongay Gaston.
Pongay Gaston has improved so much in targeting that deep cross-court angle. Sobrang nahirapan yung F2 Logistics in their previous game dun sa same attack na yun. And I'm sure napanood din yun ng PLDT. So as early as now, the outside hitter should be able to position herself for that deep cross-court attack.
Gaston coming off a 19, make that 12-point performance in that win versus F2. Arado with the easy over. Alcunsanya with the point.
Gonzalez is also coming off a 9-point performance in that win against their previous team. And right now, she is the 5th best blocker behind Mika Reyes.
Had 4 blocks in that game versus F2 Logistics. More than half of the team's blocks. 7-all, set number 1. That's going to be long for Pongay Gaston. 31 errors for CHOCO MUCHO in their win versus F2 Logistics. And right now they find themselves down by 1. 8-7, technical timeout in set number 1. The PVL 2022 Open Conference is also available on Smart. GigaPlay will send it courtside to San Corrales.
Kath Arado is out here to bring back the glory days to the PLDT high-speed hitters. So the work that you're seeing from Kath today actually started from the time she got the text from her new team saying that she will be joining the new squad. Kath told me that she immediately worked on her strength and conditioning, and it has been paying off so far for the second best digger in pool play. Now to further push her limit from the last conference, Kath told me that the daily weight checks in the team helped her stay accountable and in shape as well. No time to waste for Kath. She will do anything to win today while having that goal to eventually represent the country well in the national team. Now I want to ask the panel, what can you say about the dedication and hustle of Kath Arado so far in this conference?
Oh, Kath Arado's been magnificent defensively. I mean, as expected and as advertised, no less than that.
He has been her usual self. He's just behind Don Macandili in the best digger department. But I'm actually surprised she's not in the top 10 in the best receivers category. Maybe because talagang iniiwasan din siya ng mga teams na mapuntahan.
This is 3 straight points coming off the technical timeout for PLDT. Take a look at the last point here. Del Palomata towering over the blockers. And Coach Oliver Almagro will call a timeout here. His team down by 3.
Next. First, girls. First. Kanina ko pa sinabi ito kay Ponggay. Makinig kayo sa akin. Okay. The block is too early. Bakit ba tayo naghihintay ng mabilis na play? Well, they don't have fast play. Si Del, tataas yung bola. Timing tayo. Hindi pa nga pinalo ng madiin. Tumatama lagi sa kamay natin. Okay, now, again. Be comfortable sa ginagawa ninyo. Ha? Don't doubt. Just be comfortable muna. Okay, let's go.
I would have to echo that. Hindi naman ganun kabilis yung plays ng PLDT. Kadalasan, it's either pupunta si Real de Macolongan sa outside or sa slide attack or reverse set papunta sa opposite hitter. So you have to be able to establish your blocking. And if you hear the players on the court, nagbibilang yan kung kailan sila tatalon. And they actually call out the attackers kung saan pupunta.
Ogunsanya, yes! They finally break that 3-point run by PLDT.
Simula, nagkakapaan pa si Aduque Gonzanya and Tino Bong, but now it looks like they're very comfortable with each other already.
9 points in their win against F2 Logistics. Aduque Ogunsanya, former DLSU lady spiker, serving 8-10, set number 1. Jovi Prado rising. Des Cheng, that's outside, check ball.
Des Cheng, extra juice on that one. Nung game nila against F2 Logistics, nilabas muna siya dahil sabi niya medyo aligaga siya, but she managed to be clutch for Choco Mucho in that 4th set. She ended up with 10 points if I'm not mistaken.
Number 22 best scorer, Desiree Cheng, another DLSU product. What a receive there by Arado. Del Palomata attacking. There's defense. Bea De Leon is slightly blocked. Arado sends it to Prado. What a save by Kat Tolentino. A push by Cheng. Ball is still alive. Prado once again fires it in and buries it in the back row of Choco Mucho.
What a time na magising yung mga wing spikers ng PLDT. Again, this is the quarterfinals. Anything can happen.
And this is the Jovi Prado who only played in the first set against Ballypure and did not score a point.
Talking about peaking at the right time,
Is
Eric.
is that strategizing by Coach George Pascua?
Well, they had a lot of chemistry issues in their first 2 assignments. Although sabihin natin, malakas din talaga yung mga nakaharap nila. But after that win against Ballypure, mukhang mas kalmado na itong PLDT. And each and every one of them, alam nila yung individual roles na dapat gampanan nila.
That was their first win in 3 outings. So, could be not blocked by Bea De Leon.
Bea De Leon didn't need any help. She already knew that Real de Macolongan was going to Mika Reyes one-on-one. That's her 2nd point of the ball game.
Fan favorite Dina Wong serving. Good receive there by Prado. She gets it back. Diving save by Revilla. Arado sends it to the back row. Okay, Gaston unable to save it.
If only liberos can really score. Good eye from Kat Arado identifying that huge hole in zone 1. You don't see the liberos do that all the time.
Yeah.
Pero pag kitang-kita na nila, hindi na nila iintayin na ma-set up pa.
That's what you call the libero taking matters into her own hands. Back to the biggest lead of PLDT at 3. Kat Tolentino, block. Dump there by De Leon. De Maculangan to Basas. There's a hole. She scores once again.
They're getting a lot of dividends from Chinchin Basas. At dahil kumakagat na yung middle blocker ng Choco Mucho kay Mika Reyes, na lagay na siya as a threat by Real de Macolongan. That's why now open up na yung depensa ngayon ng Flying Titans. Now, Isa Molde will replace Ponggay Gaston in the back row.
First substitution of the match coming from Choco Mucho. Isa Molde coming off a 7-point performance off the bench. Also played in the 2nd and 3rd set versus F2 Logistics.
That set was definitely too low for Bea De Leon. She apologizes Actually, for attackers naman, gagawan nila ng paraan kahit ano pa mang set ang ibigay mo. But in that instance, it was just really, really low.
Biggest lead of the high-speed hitters at 5 points, 15 serving 10.
And it seems like the pressure is on the side of Choco Mucho.
Yep.
Again, a second service ace from Rio de Maculangan as we enter our second technical timeout.
Fully Alive, Champions for Life. Exciting na ang mga laban sa pagbabalik ng UAAP. Panoorin ang UAAP Season 84 Men's Basketball tuwing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Live sa One Sports at sa UAAP Varsity Channel, available on Signal TV Channel 263 HD and on Signal Play. A 6-point advantage against the twice to beat Choco Mucho Flying Titans. PLDT flying high right now with the way they're serving and the way they're attacking.
Well, PLDT already has 4 service aces in this first set alone. And wala pang naitatala itong Choco Mucho. And if you look at the defense rather of PLDT, mukhang namarkahan nila si Kat Tolentino as expected. They identified that majority of the sets pumupunta talaga sa kanya. And so far, they have been blocking well.
Kat Tolentino against 2 blockers, but there is a net violation against Chimbasas. That was a solid block, but
Let's take a
Joy
look at that
Dimos
replay.
says, yeah, I think on the way up, it seems like on the way up, she hit the net. Chimbasas.
Very slight.
Very
net
slight.
touch.
That cuts that huge run by PLDT. Prado down the line, outside.
Good intention. He was up against a single block. Too much angle.
Right now, the high-speed hitters really playing like a well-oiled machine.
And there's that crowding presence of Kat Arado. Pagkatabi mo siya, alam mo, pag nandyan siya, she can just get the ball for you. Tapos approach ka na sa atake.
Lazaro with coverage. Kat Tolentino goes above the blockers. Di Maculangan sets it up back to Basas. Basas. Dino Wong picks it up. Revilla plays setter. Isa Molde. Ceballos with a great save, but not good enough for an extra touch.
Isa Molde was a former high-speed hitter. So this is the first time she's going up against her former team. And I know she wants to do well.
3-point run here for Choco Mucho after being down 16-10. Des Cheng. Kat Arado with a beautiful receive. Mika Reyes, block. Prado. Basas. Revilla. Perfect position for coverage. Di Maculangan back to Basas. Revilla once again. Free ball for the high-speed hitters. Mika Reyes. Dino Wong was right there. Kat Tolentino against 2 blockers. She scores!
Finally, Kat Tolentino gets on the board. Kanina pa siya nade-deflect or nahahawakan ng blockers ng PLDT. And she made sure to put a little more force on that last hit.
4-0 run here by the Flying Titans, forcing Coach George Pascua to call a timeout.
Then, tingnan mo to. Tingnan mo to. Pag wala yung middle blocker nila, punta dito sa left, ano ka, counter set ka, counter opposite set ka. Kasi tingnan mo yung gitna nila. And then, nakabang dito ang depensa nila. Habaan yung palo niyo, either drop o dito sa gitna.
Hey, let's go, Tigers!
Okay, PLDT.
Together!
Well, their 6-point lead almost gone here. Coach George Pascua, perfect timing on the timeout. Let's see if or how the girls respond here. Di makulangan. Back to Basas. Wong. Bea De Leon with an emphatic kill.
I like what Isa Molde did in that last sequence. Hindi niya madali kahit regalo na yon. She gave an opportunity for Dina Wong to set a better option of attack. And they got that one. Again, getting Bea De Leon involved, getting Bea De Leon hot in this first set.
Smart decision right there by Dina Wong. Immediately go to the middle. That's on the line. And the run is complete. The 6-point lead is erased. Choco Mucho with her own version of a 6-point run. And we're tied at 16.
When you have a 6-point lead over Choco Mucho, dapat dire-diretso ang momentum mo. Dahil pag nabawi nila yung momentum, it will be a tight position for your squad.
Over receive. Good coverage by Basas Prado. Dina Wong has really had good coverage from the back row for the Flying Titans. Di makulangan back set Basas. She's blocked. Nika Reyes, quick reflexes. Basas again with a push. Tip there by Prado. Excellent defense by both teams. Kat Tolentino. She scores down the line. 7-point run for Choco Mucho.
Wow, and this time around, nagkiklik na yung sistema ng defense ng Choco Mucho. Talagang nakinig sila sa instructions ni Coach Oliver Almagro. They calmed down, they took it 1 point at a time, and now they're up by 1.
That play could have ended early as well. It seemed like Basas had double contact on the first up. 17-16, Choco Mucho. Prado with the tip. Pancake save by Revilla. Push by Prado, great save by Dina Wong. Kat Tolentino, that's going to be outside, no check ball. 7-point run is broken.
Kaya hindi rin proper yung contact ni Kat Tolentino dun sa bola in that last sequence.
Parang nanggigil ba?
Masyado nang mababa yung contact and there was too much force. So lalabas at lalabas talaga yun.
It's going to go down the wire, and this is just set number 1, Neil.
I can't even hear myself with all the fans screaming behind us.
17 all, set number 1. Prado with a beautiful serve, but it's just wide. Prado with a couple of errors.
Prado wanted to challenge the line, but even if you challenge the line, then Lazaro Revilla is there manning the backcourt for Choco Mucho. You have to find a different target.
Chance of Bea ringing inside the Philoy Flying D center as De Leon serves. 18-17. Ceballos winding up and scoring.
There was another miscue on the side of Choco Mucho. Dalawang players nagkatitigan kung sino ang kukuha ng bola. But I think that ball was Des Cheng's zone to man.
Game is tied at 18. Anybody's set with the way these two teams are playing. Mika Reyes serving. She gets an ace.
Now Mika Reyes getting a point off that service line. Ito yung naging pinakamalaking advantage so far ng PLDT compared sa Choco Mucho. That's their 5th service ace on my unofficial count.
And it's not surprising. She's the number 8 best server in the Open Conference. So she can throw out a couple of aces every set. Wow, perfect timing. Kat Tolentino down the line, buries it.
Kat Tolentino identifying the shorter blocker in Viola Ceballos. And syempre, kung si Delpa Lumata nga naman ang kaharap mo, you would rather opt to go down the line. That was a clean hit from Kat Tolentino.
No team is budging here. 19 all, set number 1. Basas underhand set. Ceballos, single lady block. Aduque Ogunsanya.
A judgment call for Kat Arado. Looked like it was going out, pero it caught the line. That's a good block for Choco Mucho.
Aduke not the 5th best blocker for nothing. She had 4 blocks in their win versus F2 Logistics. Another block against Palomata this time. Ceballos connects.
Nagkagalo ngayon yung depensa ng Choco Mucho. And Piolo Ceballos, ang maganda sa kanya, mabilis yung palo eh. Sometimes hindi ganun kalakas, pero yung placement, nakukuha niya yung zones na gusto niya.
There's a little bit of a gap kasi Ogunsanya went with Palomata. She gave Ceballos that tiny little inch of an opening she needed.
And sometimes that's the role of the middle blocker, to serve as a decoy para makakuha ka ng isang blocker.
Molde off the block. And Choco Mucho leads by 1.
This time around, PLDT naman ang magkakaroon ng double substitution. Wendian Semana and Eli Soyud will be replacing Limakulangan and Basas.
Substitution here. Semana, Soyud. You mentioned Soyud, another player who only saw action in set number 1 against Valley Pure and did not score a point for PLDT in their last game of the eliminations.
In their previous conference, she was one of the best scorers for PLDT.
That's right. Ogunsanya connects.
So effective. They have been 100% sure of that attack. 3 of 3 so far for Ogunsanya on that runner.
Little surprising, Arado was right there, but she was not able to cover the open space. 2-point run by Choco Mucho. Semana to no one.
Two-time, Yola Ceballos was actually going to get that second touch, kaya hindi na siya naka-approach.
Timeout called by Coach George Pascua. This is a 3-point run now for Choco Mucho.
Huwag tayo magkanya-kanya. Huwag tayo magkanya-kanya. May kanya-kanya naman kayong peso. Pag nandito yung bola, yung spiker dito umatras na kayo, hindi kayo magseset, papalo kayo. Pabayaan nyo sa yung second ball sa setter. Diba? Ito yan nyo. Hindi natatapos sa 23 yan. Kaya pa natin habulin. Pinapractice natin kahapon yan. Yan. Let's go! Ready, D?
They were as much, they had a 6-point lead before Choco Mucho took over. And now they're staring at a 3-point deficit, talking about the high-speed hitters.
It was 16-10 in favor of PLDT at one point. So this is basically a 10-4 run for Choco Mucho right now. Soyud. And a broken play attack from Prado at the back row. There is a net violation. Elbow on by Palomata, apparently, according to second referee Joy Dimus.
Nagtataka si Del Palomata. She tried to get away with it, but
Take a look here.
Oh, it was a foot.
It was the foot of Del Palomata. That's how tall she is. Her foot touches the net. 6'3".
one of the disadvantages of becoming so tall.
Set point, Choco Mucho. Ceballos saves one of 4 set points.
She's loving that attack. And ito yung mga impact plays na kailangan ng PLDT para mabuhayin yung other players on the court.
Somehow it feels like the energy of PLDT has actually gone down a couple of notches, so they really need something to spark them up. Ceballos, after a heroic play, throws it away.
That was anticlimactic, to say the least. After being in control of the service department, they will throw that one away and they will surrender the first set to the Flying Titans.
Choco Mucho takes set number 1, 24-21, or make that 25-21. Choco Mucho over PLDT after the first set. 25-21, Choco Mucho coming from behind to take set number 1 against PLDT. We take a look at some of the highlights of this very exciting set between two teams. Huge disparity in terms of their position in the standings. One team, a heavy favorite, 3-1. One team is 1-2.
Well, at the start of this ball game, PLDT looked like they had Choco Mucho's number. They were in control. They were having good deflections on the offense of Tolentino. But when Choco Mucho settled down, doon na nagdire-diretso yung opensa. At nahirapan na ngayon ang PLDT to bounce back.
PLDT, such high energy at the start of set number 1, and there's a lot of back and forth. Both teams are very solid defensively, and PLDT with Rhea Di Maculangan, calling the offense. She had everybody involved and really had Choco Mucho wondering how to defend.
That was correct. She was in control early, but when Dina Wong took charge naman sa opensa ng Choco Mucho, dyan na nakalayo yung stat category niyan. 15 attacks compared to the 11 of the high-speed hitters. Although, sabi ko nga, PLDT had everything in control dyan sa service aces department. 5-1. Yun nga lang, they had a difficult time converting points in that latter part of the game. They squandered a 6-point lead, and that even reached 7-0 run, if I wasn't mistaken.
That's right. From 16-0 to 17-16 with Choco Mucho taking the lead. +3 in errors ang PLDT as well. So a few things they need to correct. Obviously, what are the main things they need to adjust coming into set number 2?
Set number 2 for PLDT, kanina nagkiklik na yung blocking ng Choco Mucho, so the coverage should always be behind the attackers. And for Choco Mucho naman, they just have to keep that receiving aspect of the game consistent all throughout.
Well, both teams, obviously, the nerves, the jitters have settled down. Jules Samonte is in the game for the first time for PLDT. Di Maculangan sets it up. Basas, cross court. Check ball.
Basas with her 4th point of the ball game. The top scorer for PLDT. No surprise there, Fiola Ceballos with 5 points. For Choco Mucho naman, we have Ogunsanya leading with 4 points of her own.
That's a very quiet 4 points because we saw a lot from Tolentino, Bea De Leon, Des Cheng also contributing as Samonte sends it into the net.
Actually, balanced nga yung stat sheet so far for Choco Mucho. Tolentino, De Leon, and Cheng having 3 points.
1-all, set number 2. These ladies have a twice-to-beat advantage, so PLDT must win today in order to fight maybe on Thursday. That's what we hear. Could be the day we will return to the court if there is a rubber match. Basas again, down the line this time. Back-to-back points for Chinchin Basas.
You can see the versatility of Chinchin Basas going cross-court, challenging the line. Talagang alam mong nag-iisip siya bago pumalo. Tinitingnan or sinisilip niya muna kung saan yung advantage niya. And she saw Bea De Leon manning that down-the-line area.
Miga Reyes, take a look at her production today. 1 attack, 1 block, 1 ace. She's doing everything for the high-speed hitters. Ogunsanya gets it through the block. Ceballos fires one in. Great receive by Des Cheng. Here comes Molde through the block and scores.
Isa Molde will be starting for Choco Mucho.
Yeah, Bongay Gaston will be coming off the bench for Coach Oliver Almagro as Molde. Great performance for her in set number 1. A beautiful set there for Ceballos. Ogunsanya. Ceballos once again, blocked by Dina Wong. Once again, Ceballos, this time over the mark. Was that one too many for Ceballos, Neil?
Mukhang nanggigil na eh. When you get blocked the first time, of course you would want to put more power the second time around. But again, the nerves shouldn't be there if you're going to go for a powerful attack.
Choco Mucho up by 1, 3 serving 2, Tolentino. Coming off a 19-point performance against F2 Logistics. Free ball. Isamolde going down the line. That was over received. Samonte with the error and a 2-point lead for Choco Mucho.
Even Isamolde getting involved in scoring for Choco Mucho. That's a quick 3-point production already for Isa.
Good serve from Tolentino. Ceballos, double block against her.
And yun yung sinasabi ko, that the coverage should be there. Hindi naman ganun kabilis yung balik ng bola. Yun nga lang, sometimes some tendency sa defenders ng PLDT. Nag-aantayan kung sino ang kukuha. And they still had that chance to go for a counter-attack, talking about the high-speed hitters.
That's true. There are a couple of players right there. Ceballos, that's straight into the net. That's going to be 4 touches against PLDT. As right now they are unraveling down by 4.
Now the frustration starting to kick in for the high-speed hitters.
This is a 5-1 run for Choco Mucho. Basas in the middle. Underhand set for Kat Tolentino. Di Makulangan punches it across the net. That lands on the line. PLDT needed that break.
It was a lucky point for PLDT dahil overpass na naman yung binigay kay Rhea Di Makulangan. Good thing she was able to put that ball over. And she was talking to her teammates na wag natin masyadong idikit sa net, lalo na pag nasa back row ako.
5 attacks, 5 points for Chinchin Basas. Not a good first ball. Kat Tolentino is blocked. As 4 touches did not cross the net, says our first referee, Bobby Celso.
I was saying that the attack of Kat did not go over. Good call by the first referee.
4 serving 6. PLDT capitalizing on the break there, or the breaks they're getting here.
Oh.
Yep.
Hide is mine.
That could have gone either way, really. I mean, the ball was right smack in the middle, so it could have been an overreach or not.
But look at the reach of Del
Yeah.
Palomata, just above Dina Wong.
An easy kill. Take another look here. One-point game. Isamolde, that's going to be outside. No check ball. Was there? No check ball, says Bobby Celso. We're tied. The run is complete. 4-0 run by the high-speed hitters, forcing Coach Oliver Almadro this time to call a timeout.
Girls, look, let's not play safe. May cover sa atin eh. Okay, nangyayari, ganun din Kat, hinihinaan natin. Power tayo, may play safe tayo. That's why yung kalaban, hinihintay tayo mag-ingat eh. Okay, we have to be aggressive here. Now, lamang tayo in all aspects. But we have to be aggressive now. Ito yung sinasabi ko, aggressive but smart. Okay, hindi kinakailangan ingat. Okay? So yun lang ha. Put it up, huwag magmadali. Di na first time ka. We have to attack now. Okay, we have to attack now. Go.
Coach Oliver just asking his players to take a chill pill. They know that they're at that advantage na in all aspects of the game so far. Pero yun nga, pag nagmadali sila, they tend to commit a lot of service errors. And in their previous game, it was a glaring 31-point unforced errors for Choco Mucho.
Meanwhile, PLDT only 26 errors against Balipure. Good serve all the way to the back for Basas. Molde. Samonte with the up. Arado. This is going to be a chance ball for Choco Mucho. That's just outside. The run is done for PLDT.
Kaya nga nang malalim yung Choco Mucho. It was practically a chance ball again for PLDT to attack.
1-point lead for the Flying Titans.
4 points already for Isamolde, built of 4 attacks.
Palomata, perfect timing for Del.
And then yung pinakamalaking advantage, literally,
Yeah.
for Rhea Di Makulangan, as long as she gets it at that highest point, hindi rin naman siya maaabot ng mga blockers ng Choco Mucho.
It's not even high enough. I just saw Del telling Rhea Di Maculangan, taas mo pa ng konti. Ceballos serving. We're tied at 7. Tang Ponce is in the game for the first time for Choco Mucho. The block on Chen goes outside. Point flying Titans. They send us to our first technical timeout. Choco Mucho leading PLDT 8-7, set number 2. Sulit saya ang inyong panonood kasama ang Sulit TV, entertainment, sports, news, and information. Andito lahat mapapanood. Ang TV5, 1 Sports, 1 PH at lahat ng free-to-air channels, siksik na, digital at malinaw pa sa halagang 780 pesos lang. Tumawag lang sa 8888-5555 o maaari ring pumunta sa piling authorized source nationwide. Mabibili rin sa Shopee at Lazada. Bisitahin ang Sulit TV Facebook page para sa iba pang mga detalye. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Bili na ng Sulit TV powered by TV5. Let's go over to Sam Corrales.
Captain Bea De Leon says she is excited that the fans are back, but she knows that she has to stay in the zone. Now, to prepare for battle, the Flying Titans had a full day off after going through back-to-back games in pool play. Bea's off to a good start in this match, and she told me that she's trying to get her groove back after dealing with an injury. BDL wants to celebrate small wins, even as she becomes eager to bounce back and be at her best shape yet. Let's see if Bea and the rest of the squad will have more reasons to celebrate after today. Back to you, panel.
3 points for Bea De Leon after the first set, as you saw Jules Samonte with a powerful attack.
I know she's super familiar sa mga kalaban niya ngayon. They were former teammates in college for the longest time.
I wonder how that feels like, right? I mean, girls you played with for 4 years, and now they're across the net from you.
There's a certain pressure kasi syempre gusto mong manalo against your former teammates.
Di Maculangan sets it up. A push there by Ceballos. Great save by Ponce. 8-all, set number 2. Di Maculangan. Samonte once again. There's a check ball. No.
They looked sure na may check ball dun sa last sequence na yon. You can hear the fans of Tina Wong behind us.
Basas with a receive. Samonte again. This time she just pushes it. Tolentino. Arado will send it to Basas. Revilla will set it up. Back to Tolentino. Basas with a great receive. Ceballos, back row. Revilla. Des Cheng, that's a little close to the net. Ceballos with the up. Mika Reyes catches the back row. Mika Reyes scores.
Good set by Rhea Di Maculangan. Kanina pa natin iniintay na marinig ulit yung pangalan ni Mika Reyes. And that did the job for the high-speed hitters.
Great point, Gil. She's been quiet for at least the last half of the first set.
And if you take a look at that set, talagang dinulo ni Di Maculangan papunta dito sa antena para mas madali na lang paluin down the line ni Mika Reyes.
9-all. Ponce, that could have been an over-receive. Oh, great one-handed set by Dina Wong to Bea De Leon.
We've seen that countless of times. Dina Wong really mastering that one-handed set.
One-point lead for the Flying Titans. Service error for Des Cheng ties the game at 10. Not a good first ball for Choco Mucho. Kat Tolentino firing one in. Arado sends it to Basas. That's going to be 4 touches as Basas got a little too eager and got it into the net.
Yeah, again, too low on the contact for Chinchin Basas. Mukhang nailang siya kasi medyo dikit na yung set sa net.
Another fan favorite here, Bea De Leon getting ready to serve. 11-10, Choco Mucho. Winner advances and will go up against Creamline. That's going to be outside for Bea De Leon. So these errors are hurting Choco Mucho. Given up at least 2 points in the last 2 service attempts by Choco Mucho. One from Des Cheng and one from Bea De Leon.
Aside from the usual instructions na binibigay ni Coach Oliver, sure ako yung iba pang coaching staff na nasa bench ng Choco Mucho, laging binubulangan yung mga players about their unforced errors dyan sa service line.
Basas going cross court. Mika Reyes will play center. There's a push by Basas, and Basas will score.
You can see the variation of the hits of Chinchin Basas. One of the few times na nakita natin siya go for that soft touch dahil laging cross court or down the line
That's
yung pinapalo ni Basas.
Such a versatile and long player. Service error for Mika Reyes. They had 7 unforced errors in set number 1. They really got to tone that down if they are to catch up here.
Since you're at a disadvantage talking about that twice to beat, you have to be able to pressure really talaga ito si Choco Mucho.
12 all. Palomata. Revilla will chase it down. Kat Tolentino to Samonte. Di Makulangan had to run over for that. Des Cheng again. Tolentino outside.
PLDT is managing to get that 1-point lead. Palit-palit sila ng Choco Mucho, but nasa midpoint na tayo ng set and they have to be able to establish a good enough cushion para kahit papano may allowance sila if ever they commit unforced errors.
They really can't afford to trade points here if you're PLDT. 13 serving 12. Chin Basas. Tang Ponce. Kat Tolentino from the back row. Di Makulangan with a one-hander. Basas. Back row attack. Molde. Block. Palomata. Nope, that's going to be 4 touches against Choco Mucho. This is a 2-point lead now for PLDT.
Medyo na late yung call, but that was the correct call.
Well, we don't see an argument from the coaching staff of Choco Mucho as Jem Ferrer is set to check in along with Caitlin Viray for the Flying Titans. So first time we're seeing these 2 ladies in action.
One of the veterans also, one of the legendary setters.
Yep.
Multiple awards for Jem Ferrer. And si Kate Viray, yan yung spark plug ng Choco Mucho.
Ferrer sets it up. Basas just gets it over. Ogunsanya blocked by Palomata. Ball is still alive. Viray blocked, but she gets it through.
And that always happens when Kate Viray is injected into the court. Nakakakuha talaga siya ng instant point for the Flying Titans. She has improved so much in the conference, watching her throughout the years in her career.
There's the block on Ogunsanya, and here's Caitlin Viray. That lefty attack is really difficult to figure out at the net. 13 serving 14, 1-point game. Set number 2. Palomata uses that length and scores.
If you can actually make that play your cash cow, maganda yon for PLDT. Pero if for you to be able to execute that smoothly, you need to get a good pass papunta kay Rhea de Makulangan. Dahil pag masyado nang ipit yung set, yung receive rather, most probably pupunta na sa outside hitter ng PLDT yon.
I was about to say a really steep serve from Ceballos, but she sends it into the net. So another service error here for the high-speed hitters.
You have to dig deep dahil yan yung kontrolado nilang stat line ng first set. All others kontrolado na ng Choco Mucho.
And I'm looking at Coach George Pascua, and he's upset at Ceballos. He knows this is not a safe lead by any measure. Oh, but they get a break here. Ogunsanya throws it away. So a 2-point advantage for PLDT as we hit our second technical timeout. 16-14, they lead over Choco Mucho. Watch exciting NBA games and get a chance to win awesome prizes from Signal. Just take a selfie with your TV while watching NBA games on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports or TV5. For more info and to register to the promo, visit www.signal.tv. Coach Oliver Almagro talking to Jen Ferrer. They're down by 2 here. Crucial stage of set number 2, Leo.
Yeah, we all know Coach Oliver Almagro, very specific when it comes to giving instructions sa mga papasok on the floor. So alam kong merong specific play na gustong mangyari si Coach. That's why he was talking to Jem Ferrer before we resume.
Heather Ginoo, as you look at Isa Molde, Heather Ginoo checking in. Service specialist will replace Del Paramata. Ginoo coming off a 2-point performance. Her 2 points coming off 2 service aces, by the way, against Valley Pure. So that's why she's here.
Well, in her previous club team, she wasn't a service specialist. She was actually one of the top scorers. So, ang dami pang pwedeng magamit ni Coach George Pascua against Choco Mucho.
That goes to prove how deep PLDT is. Jules Samonte will score and make it a 3-point advantage for PLDT.
Now, napapalapit na tayo sa 20-point mark. Kailangan lang ingatan itong PLDT. Yung mga unforced errors dyan sa service line. They already have 6 service errors compared to the 4 of Choco Mucho. Pero lamang pa rin sila sa aces, 5-1.
A good serve, but a better receive from Isa Molde. Caitlin Viray off the block. Ginoo picks it up. Basas sends it to Jem Ferrer. Ponce will set it. Viray once again. Check ball.
And again, Kate Viray, just so effective off the bench.
So smart player. She knew Mika Reyes was there. So it would be more difficult to hit it strong than hit it ng patama, ng pa-check ball. Ika nga.
And every time na pinapasok siya, ginagampanan niya talaga yung role niya for Coach Oliver Almagro. Yung mga 2 points na mabilisan, it's actually a big thing for these teams.
Single lady block. Des Cheng on Mika Reyes. Jules Samonte. Dina Wong. Kat Tolentino. That's picked up by Basas. Back row Ceballos. Lazaro will set it for Tolentino once again. Di Makulangan unable to keep it in play.
This time, Kat Tolentino naman not forcing the issue. She saw that Jules Samonte and Mika Reyes naka-establish na yon for the block.
2-point run by Choco Mucho. Coach George Pascua will talk things over.
Ang blockers nandito, inaabangan sa outside. So middle, tapo ka lang sa dulo. And then singit ka rito, chin. Dress ka lang, dress. Tapos iwan balay. Dito ka. Ngayon, puro takbo, puro takbo. Kahit anong mangyari, sige, basta importante, makuha mo lang yung gitna. Pag nakita mo pahabol, yung middle blocker ng kalabang blocker, cross-court ka. Pag nakita mo pahabol yung pivot block, down below ka. Pag naka-establish, sige, palo mo, may cover exercise, ha?
Coach, over kami!
Okay, PLDT!
Together!
Very detail-oriented yung timeout na yun by Coach George Pascua. Ang daming nangyari. He wants to play from the middle. He also gave instructions to Jules Samonte na as long as ma-delay yung middle blocker ng Choco Mucho, you have the authority to hit it ng malakas.
As Coach George Pascua said that his girls are championship contenders, well, they're going to be tested here today. Must-win situation for them in order to move to the semifinals. Kat Tolentino. Di makulangan. Back to Mika Reyes for the kill.
And isa pa yan sa instructions ni Coach George Pascua. Keep on going to that slide attack. It has been effective, not just for Mika Reyes, but also for Del Palomata. So, late na late din si Des Cheng for that one. Wrong position.
Back to a 2-point lead for the high-speed hitters. Good serve. Better receive from Des Cheng. Mika Reyes from the middle. Tang Ponce will set it back up. Kat Tolentino is way too low.
He knew it. Just from the approach and yung swing ng braso niya, mali na agad yung contact sa bola. PLDT will maintain that 3-point lead.
Coach Oliver Almadro. Tense moments for him. 19 serving 16. Another good serve. Oh, beautiful setup again. That Dino Wong, Bea De Leon connection.
Every time Dino Wong goes to that one-hand set, meron siyang nakukuhang blocker. That's why napakalaki ng space ni Bea De Leon to actually go for that quick attack.
Arado with the up. Here comes Jules Samonte. Into the net. Back-to-back errors.
Wasn't the best of angles for Jules Samonte to go for a power tip. It would have been better kung nag-top spin na lang siya papunta sa kabilang court para magkaroon sila ng chance to block the offense of CHOCO MUCHO.
So 2-point run here for the Flying Titans. A 1-point game. Better receive this time. Samonte. Revilla with the up. Isamolde. Over-received there by Ceballos. Revilla diving for it. Arado. Basas. Check ball, says our lines judge.
There's a check ball called on one of the blockers. And mukhang wala rin namang kontra itong first and second referee. It looks like they also saw that.
Yeah.
PLDT is just 5 points away from equalizing our game.
Great serve from Samonte. Kat Tolentino. Samonte with a receive. Di makulangan sends it to Basas. Single lane block by Isamolde.
Isamolde. Good dividends coming from her also. And I won't be surprised come the third set, siya pa rin ang magsisimula for CHOCO MUCHO.
We got a 1-point game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. CHOCO MUCHO with 1 set in the bag, but right now they're down by 1. Rhea Di Maculangan to Ceballos. She's been quiet the past half hour. Back-to-back blocks against PLDT. Free ball. Oh! Miscommunication here. That was supposed to be for Molde. It ended up going to no one.
There have been a couple of miscues on the side of CHOCO MUCHO, not just in the backcourt, pati yung center-attacker connection nila. That's why it's very crucial that you keep on talking. Sinisigaw ng setters yung mga play, and you have to be able to listen.
Well, it's hard enough to listen to you, and I'm wearing a headset, so can you imagine what the players are going through? A sold-out crowd inside the Philoil Flying V Center. Serve is going to be long for Mika Reyes.
Another service error on the side of PLDT.
Coach George Pascua is telling Mika Reyes, back up some more because you need more space.
That's their 7th
Wow.
service error already.
1-point game here. Palomata. That's outside. We're tied at 21. Back-to-back errors for PLDT.
CHOCO MUCHO managed to overcome that 6-point deficit in the first set. So a 3-point deficit is an easier mountain to climb.
Chance to take the lead here for the Titans. Ceballos block. Samonte was right there for coverage. They go back to Ceballos. Through the block this time. What a save by Kat Tolentino. Here comes Molde with a push. Di Makulangan on her knees. Basas off the block. Molde again. Through the block this time. And Choco Mucho takes the lead, 22-21.
No miscue there for the side of Molde and Dinawong. They needed to redeem themselves after that faulty attack. And Choco Mucho, just like that, grabs a 1-point lead over the high-speed hitters.
Purpose nun eh. Kung nag-side set na, pag binigay na, hindi mo talaga abutin pa sa mga sa bola. Eh, tao-tao lang. Tao-tao lang, hindi naman kailangan malikot eh. Sobrang likot mo sa pagbasa ng bola. Okay? Pag nakita mo si pabayaan mo, di naman umalis yung striker mo dun eh. Diba? Ito yung tao mo. Okay, PLDT.
Well, tao-tao lang, sabi ni Coach George Pascua. There was a little bit of a gap at the net on that block by Palomata, which allowed the attack by Isa Molde to bounce in.
But they will be the ones attacking the defense of Choco Mucho in this sequence, so they have to get this point. Merong tatlong options for attack si Rhea de Maculangan. She has Viola Ceballos, she has Del Palamata, and Chin Basas also.
They need a good receive here. It's edge of your seat volleyball action inside the Philoy Flying V Center. Oh, wow! Did you see that? It wasn't over receive. And then out of nowhere, Del Palomata comes flying in for the slam dunk. Take a look at that.
That's the PLDT version of that Dinawong one-hand set.
Amazing rescue play there by Del Palomata off a block by Ogunsanya as Wendian Semana comes back in along with Eddie Soyud. And Semana didn't have such a great time in her entry in the first set. Let's see if this is much different. We're tied at 22. Tang Ponce. And a service ace for Semana bodes well for PLDT.
Good serve. Buti na lang kinuha ng defender ng Choco Mucho. Someone was signaling that it was going to go outside already, pero kinuha pa din.
Timeout by Coach Oliver and Madro will listen in.
Okay, again, tayo pa rin nare-receive. Okay, tayo pa rin nare-receive. Kapag lumagpas, huwag nang balikan. Alam mo na yan eh. Okay, binabalikan mo pa yung lumalagpas na, tama na yan. Okay, again, girls ha, yung timing natin pagpasok, balikan natin right away. Ikaw ha. So, now, I want to pull it up. Pull it up.
Words of wisdom from Coach Oliver Almagro. Bakit mo nga namang babalikan pag lumampas na?
Well, what do you do in instances like that, Neil? I mean, people are shouting it could be out, but you're not sure if it's out.
If you're not sure, kailangan mo lang panindigan and you get it. Pero they were very tentative in that last sequence.
Ogunsanya, Semana was right there. Arado will set it up. Dina Wong goes to Kat Tolentino. Samante was right there. Soyud, her first attack. Ellie Soyud gives PLDT set point.
And ito na hinihintay ng PLDT. That's their perfect opportunity to close out. Choco Mucho. Ang ganda din ng balasa ng players ni Coach George Pascua. Actually, both of the coaches on the floor doing really good in their decision-making. But it's not over yet. Isa Molde will get another point for Choco Mucho. It's 24-23 advantage ang PLDT.
A one set point save. Right through the block of Eddie Soyud. Isa Molde connects.
Advantage ngayon ng PLDT. Kat Arado will be getting the serve for the high-speed hitters. They just need one attack.
Semana sets it up. Ceballos! And that's it! Viola Ceballos with a big point! PLDT gets set number 2, Neil.
Kamuntikan na mawala yung 3-point lead nila, but Viola Ceballos just clutch for the high-speed hitters going down the line against Denden Lazaro Revilla. And finally, PLDT gets on the board with their first set win.
Kill there from Viola Ceballos, and we're tied at 1-all. PLDT taking set number 2, 25-23. After losing set number 1, 21-25, PLDT bounces back in set number 2 and takes it 25-23. Let's see some of the exciting scenes of the second set in case you're just tuning into us on One Sports Plus.
Just like the first set, PLDT took control early on. They established a 3-point lead, and this time around, they did not make any mistake na maibigay ulit yun sa Choco Mucho.
Although we did see a lot of these great kills by Bea De Leon from Dina Wong. And of course, off the bench, great contribution by Caitlin Viray for Coach Oliver Almagro. And there's again the Wong De Leon connection. But as you see, Coach Oliver Almagro barking instructions from the sidelines. But even in the middle of this onslaught, Isa Molde contributing as well for Choco Mucho. Del Palomata and high-speed hitters just really didn't let up. They kept the pressure on and allowed them to get the advantage late in set number 2.
And it was a crucial substitution also, putting in the veteran in Wendy Ansimana to take control of the offense for the high-speed hitters. Kaya naman, ngayon, PLDT naman ang nakaabang sa attacks department natin. 14 against to the 10 of Choco Mucho. Although maraming naging blocks or deflection itong Choco Mucho, the coverage of PLDT was finally there, and they're still in control of the service aces, 1-0.
So it's anybody's in set number 2. So here's the situation, Neil. We finally get word. If PLDT wins today, the rubber match is tomorrow. Same thing, if F2 wins today, the rubber match is going to be tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, if I were you, you camp out already so you can line up for the tickets as early as 5 a.m. because obviously 6 a.m. is not good enough.
And we are jam-packed here in the arena, and it's just the quarterfinals. Just imagine as we enter the semifinals and the championship rounds, we might need a bigger venue.
That's true. PLDT on the board first, 1-0 here in set number 3. Block on Bongay Gaston. She nearly crosses center court. Mika Reyes fires one in. Back-to-back points for PLDT to start set number 3.
Mika Reyes continues to sizzle for the high-speed hitters. This time with a big quick attack. Kanina puro slide. Ngayon ibabari naman ni Rhea de Maculangan to keep the blockers. Again, whoever wins dito sa quarter-final series na to, makakaharap po nila ay ang Creamline Cool Smashers in the semifinals. And it will also be a best-of-3 affair.
Kat Tolentino gets the first point of the Flying Titans here in set number 3.
It has been a quiet game so far for Kat Tolentino with 5 points. The leading scorer is actually Isa Molde with 7. While for PLDT, it has been Chinchin Basa scoring 7 points, followed by Palomata and Reyes, and Ceballos with 6 points.
Samonte. That will not come back. Jules Samonte. 3-1 PLDT.
This is the first conference of Jules Samonte as a professional volleyball player, and she has been doing great for PLDT so far.
Service ace for Jules Samonte. What a start here for PLDT, Neil.
Lagi silang nakakapagsimula ng maganda talking about PLDT, but the question is, how will they maintain that until they get the set? Kasi lahat ng kalamangan hinabol ng Choco Mucho, but buti na lang, they managed to steal set number 2.
Another good serve. Tolentino with the push. Basas with coverage. Ceballos. That's going to be 4 touches.
That's a good call from the first referee. Based on our angle, that ball clearly didn't go over for Ceballos.
So 2 serving 4, set number 3. Ceballos through the block and back. Basas. Molde goes above the blockers. Di Makulangan back to Ceballos. Back row attack. Bongay Gaston connects.
Pongay Gaston is replacing Des Cheng in that outside hitter position. So ang ganda nung palitan nung tatlo. Pag naghahanap ng kulang si Coach Oliver Almagro, he would get yung nasa bench to perform.
Bongay Gaston didn't see action after starting in the first set. Didn't see action in the last set. And is back on the floor here in set number 3. Basas trying to go down the line. Net violation against Choco Mucho. Two-point advantage for the high-speed hitters. Going to be a big serve here for Mika Irene Reyes. 3 attacks, 1 block, 1 ace. Molde rejected by Palomata. They go back to Isa. This time down the line.
One of her go-to angles yung zone 1 na yan. Very effective pa rin for Isa Molde.
That's what you got to admire about these wing spikers. You get blocked the first time, you go back up the second time. Sometimes it even takes a 3rd attempt.
And dyan mo mafe-feel yung tiwala ng setters na even though they get blocked the first time, ibibigay pa din. Second, third time, doesn't matter as long as they score the point.
What a back set there by Catarado. No check ball though for Viola Ceballos.
After a hot start, Viola Ceballos has been struggling to get through the defense of Choco Mucho.
5-all. Set number 3. Ceballos again. Off the block.
That will be a confidence booster for Ceballos after trying multiple times to break the defense of Choco Mucho. She finally scores a point off that outside hit.
She is one of the better examples of persistence.
Yeah.
She just hit it outside prior to that, but Di Makulangan goes back to her. Not a good first ball there from Bongay Gaston, but Tolentino makes something out of nothing.
Cutting through the 2 blockers of PLDT. Just enough power to get that through.
From the back row, 2 blockers at the net, doesn't matter for one Tolentino. 6-all, chance to take the lead for Isa Molde. Ceballos again, blocked. What a save by Jules Samonte. Ogunsanya. Di Makulangan goes back to Ceballos. Hits the antenna, and Choco Mucho takes the lead for the first time in set number 3.
Another attack fault on the side of PLDT. But looking at the bright side, the coverage was there. They were able to pop it right up. Yun nga lang, hindi na-convert.
Former UP Lady Fighting Maroon. Isa Molde serving still. Del Palomata. Isa Molde with the first ball. Easy over. for Choco Mucho. Palomata once again, and she connects this time.
That's a better set. Kanina, she was struggling to get a point off that slide attack even with her height advantage. Pero yun lang pala ang kailangan. Merong malate na isang blocker sa side ng Choco Mucho. For Gonzania, kailangan talaga mabilis yung lateral movement mo papunta dyan.
Seven all, set number 3. That's on the line. Fiona Ceballos with her service ace. Choco Mucho down by 1. 8-7 PLDT as we get to our first technical timeout in set number 3. One Sports is available for free on Signal Play. One Sports Plus is available on Signal Play Premium for 75 pesos per month. Let's go courtside to Sam Corrales.
The approach is very clear for Isa Molde, who shared that whenever she goes on the court or is subbed in, isa lang ang nasa isip niya. Kailangan lang daw talaga lumaban. The former UP Fighting Maroon carries that mentality with her all the way up to the pros. The Flying Titans were the first ones to head out on the court right before the official warm-ups. And then Lazaro Revilla told me this could help the team get used to the new environment. I want to ask the panel, how do you think Choco Mucho is responding to the energy of their supporters today?
Well, thanks, Sam. Well, it's very high. I mean, as you see a net violation, it seems here from Choco Mucho, but right away, I mean, we got here early, got here around 2:15, and when Choco Mucho came out, the fans just went crazy, and they were engaging with fans. They were dancing. They were, I think, some of them were signing autographs as well in the beginning. So it pays to be early here, and it helps energize. It seems like they appreciate the energy from the crowd. It's Del Palomata with a dump right there.
Again, the services of PLDT talagang nahihirapan itong Choco Mucho, forcing them to give up that free ball papunta kay Palomata. There was no way Dina Wong was getting a touch on that ball.
Quick timeout here from Coach Oliver Almadro.
Just put it up. Gagawa ng paraan. Yung kay Dina na aksidente yun, pero tama yung decision. Okay, we're doing good. Now, Duki, wala na kami nakikita option eh. Kasi pag gumanong ka dito, kailangan you have to move back right away para pag meron kang matatawag mo siya, nawawala na kami ng option eh. Okay, now, we have to help each other here. We have to count and then put it up. Gagawa ng paraan. And then, pag kumapalo tayo, cover tayo, ha? Okay, go.
tayo sa loob.
Malaki ang responsibilidad talaga ng middle blockers because every time you go up for a block, you have to be able to backpedal as fast as you can to get involved in the offense pattern. Dahil pag nabawasan nga ng isang option itong Choco Mucho, automatically, the blockers of PLDT would go to the outside hitter of Choco Mucho, and it will be harder for them to convert a point.
Great serve from Ceballos. But a better receive there from Arado. Samonte, that is just on the line. Arado can't believe it. Neither can Coach George Pasqua. He's looking at the line to see if there's a mark, perhaps. Here's a better angle. Let's see. Could have been out.
I don't know. I'll leave that to the referees.
And to the fans to figure this one out. But this is really close. Di makulangan a kneeling set. Samonte with an off speed. Pongay Gaston. Picked up by Ceballos. Basas. De Leon. Ceballos was right there but could not get the touch.
Magkailangan si Ceballos and Basas. I don't know kung paano babagsak yung bola. That was a good set from Dina Wong. De Leon just against one blocker in Del Palomata.
Ceballos was going one way, the ball was going the other way. 1 point game. Palomata. Here's Bongay Gaston, slightly deflected. Samonte with the tip. Gaston just sends it over. Di Maculangan, 1-2 play. Rhea Di Maculangan.
Imagine if you get Rhea Di Maculangan involved in the scoring picture, it means na lahat na talaga gumagana for the side of PLDT. And Coach Oliver Almagro is clearly unhappy with that chance ball given up papunta sa PLDT.
2-point lead here for the high-speed hitters. 11 serving 9. Good serve. Beautiful serve from Del Palomata.
That's the 8th or 9th service ace already for PLDT.
The underdogs are playing really well here today. And I say the PLDT high-speed hitters are underdogs because they are 1-2 after the elimination round. And their only win came in their last game of the eliminations.
And that's the thing about having a shorter conference format. Yung win-loss record ng bawat team isn't actually enough to explain the talent kung anong meron sila. So even if they're at 1-2, come the quarterfinals, dahil knockout ito yung magmamatter. Yung past games mo will actually not matter anymore.
Meanwhile, Choco Mucho is 3-1. And they are 1-1 in their last 2 games. Right now, they are fighting tooth and nail here in set number 3. And in fact, Choco Mucho is down 13-9. Mika Reyes blocked by Bongay Gaston. Oh, Del Palomata is upset. She's gonna get warned here. Di Maculangan, team captain is called by Bobby Celso.
Sana net, kahit
I think
tanungin mo.
the yellow cards or even red cards to be served by our referees. But, you know, emotions are really part of the ball game. They still have a 3-point lead though, kaya ganito kadikit yung games natin because the setters have been impeccable. Both of them having 20 excellent sets. Ang difference lang, Di Maculangan has 3 points under her name while Dinawang has 2 points.
Mika Reyes sends it outside. 2-point game here. 11 serving 13. Choco Mucho trailing in set number 3. Arado, overhand set. Samonte didn't like it, sends it over. Oh! Arado rescues that amazing spike. But Bea De Leon will not be denied.
Bea De Leon is probably the hottest hand for the side of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in this specific set. But what about that dig of Kat Arado? She's not the number 2 digger for nothing.
For sure, that would have been an easy point as you see the Bea De Leon attack. But that first one, against any other libero, that would have been an easy point for Kat Tolentino. Di Maculangan. Jessie De Leon is in the game for the first time. Sends it right on the line.
Instant point for Jessie De Leon. Lahat ng binubunot ngayon ni Coach George Pasco off the bench delivers for the high-speed hitters. Malamig pa yan, but she already scored 1.
That was another call that could have gone either way, but fortunately for PLDT, that gives them a 2-point advantage. 14 serving 12. A free ball for the high-speed hitters. Jessie De Leon again. Kat Tolentino connects.
That time, nagkamali si Kat Arado na binigay niya ng free ball ang Choco Mucho. It might have worked the first time against Choco Mucho, but it will not work second time around as Kat Tolentino pounds the pavement.
1-point game off a miscue by Arado. Sending it over on the first touch. Bongay Gaston with a serve. Di Maculangan back set. Samonte is blocked. Arado with coverage. Tolentino off the block.
Choco Mucho ties the ball game at 14 all. Here come the fans.
Momentum clearly on the side of the Flying Titans. 14 all, set number 3. Di Makulangan sets it up for Basas down the line, and she stops the bleeding for PLDT.
This is a good sign for PLDT, getting their composure on point every time they lose a point na ibabalik nila agad.
Three attacks, 1 ace. That makes up the 4 points of Jules Samonte. Over received right there. Let's see what Di Makulangan does. Oh! Goes to the middle. Basas wasn't ready. Bea De Leon makes them pay for that miscue.
That was the same play na dinraw ni Coach George Pascua. He wanted Chin Basas to go to the middle and attack that zone for PLDT. Pero nagkaroon ng miscue. That's why they pay for that point. Again, we are tied at 15 all.
Seven attacks, 1 block for Bea De Leon. Ceballos. Molde with a tip. Di Makulangan was right there. Kat Arado sending it over. Oh, what a lucky break for Kat Arado. Coach George Pascua, I don't think he can believe what he's seeing right now. Coach Pascua was staring at Kat Arado because I'm sure she would have heard a lot had that not been converted. Timeout here as PLDT leading by 1 over Choco Mucho. The PVL 2022 Open Conference is available on One Sports and in high definition on One Sports Plus, Signal TV, channel 261. Philae Flying V Center can take in about 6,000 people. I think we've reached that at this point.
We have Alan Kay in the house supporting our volleyball scene here in the Philae Flying V Arena.
Palomata, great anticipation at the net for the kill.
Yeah, that was a good call on the referee. The ball was already on the side of PLDT, kaya valid na yun, hindi na yun interference.
That's what our first referee, Bobby Celso, is explaining to Coach Oliver Almagro. 2-point lead here for PLDT. Jessie De Leon, former USD Tigress, serving. Ogunsanya with a tip. Jessie De Leon with the save. Isamolde, blocked, but it goes outside. Point, Choco Mucho.
Choco Mucho has to be careful. Hindi sila pwedeng tumigil in the middle of the play because there are some questionable calls on their perspective. Dahil pag nawala ka sa focus, you just might end up losing the actual point. Quiet performance for Kat Tolentino. 8 points.
This is coming off a 19-point performance against F2 Logistics. Ceballos. What a dig by Lazaro Revilla. Free ball. Del Palomata plays center. Ceballos is blocked. Arado was right there. Ceballos will try again. What a tip. Isamolde. Against one blocker. Isamolde connects down the line.
Bawas na agad yung options ng Choco Mucho with Ogunsanya down. But Del Palomata still decided to go up. Doon as ginawang set that ball to Isamolde. Easy picking. Again, zone 1 was empty for PLDT.
17 all.
This has been the trend in all of the sets.
Been neck and neck since set number 1. Gonna be overreach for Rhea de Baculangan.
Illegal attack. She is in the back row. And again, every time you have your setter in the back row, kailangan bigyan mo siya ng a little bit of allowance dun sa reception na hindi ganun kalapit sa net.
Choco Mucho taking the lead here, 18-17. Ceballos, yes!
This is what I like about Viola Ceballos. No matter how many times she gets blocked, yung power hindi nagbabago.
That's true.
She's really a fighter.
Regular substitution here by Coach George Pascua as Wendy Semana and Eddie Soyud check in. Viola Ceballos, such a spark, great energy on the floor for the high-speed hitters. Ogunsanya, blocked by Ceballos. Isamolde, again down the line.
It has been that same spot over and over again for Isa Molde. So by this time, ang expectations natin sa blockers ng PLDT naka-adjust na. You close that zone 1 area, you leave the crosscourt open dahil nandiyan naman si Kat Arado.
Choco Mucho back on top by 1.
That's Isa Molde's 11th point already. 10 attacks and 1 block.
That's off the bench. That's on the line. Isamolde.
Make that point number 12.
That's right. 2-point lead for Choco Mucho. Coach George Pascua will call a timeout. Take a look at the motion. The point of the serve by Isamolde.
Umatras kayo. Kasi walang atib, tinitingnan nyo yung bola.
Makinig. Woo! And then when you inside, you don't listen.
Pero receive lang naman service lang naman labanan Kung sino may receive at saka service yung mananalo Bakit kaya tayo bibitaw sa receive? Bakit tayo nanalo kanina? Dahil may receive tayo, kaya nakakatake tayo. Larat! Let's go! Kelly!
What a time to come alive talking about Isa Molde. And yung adjustments ng high-speed hitters, yun pa rin yung hinahanap natin. If you're going to leave your down the line open, you might as well place Kat Arado in that zone.
Eddie Soyud, you saw her communicating silently with Wendy Semana. Let's see how they attack in this sequence. Ceballos. Revilla with the up. Gaston. Semana. Oh.
Alright. What a time to commit that unforced error. Even the best of setters, nadudulas din yung bola paminsan-minsan.
Dangerous position right here for PLDT. They're down by 3. 21 serving 18. They have to turn it around right now. Ceballos into the net. That's going to be a 4-point deficit against PLDT.
It was a 2-point lead earlier. Pero ngayon, the tides have changed. A 4-point lead naman ang napunta sa Choco Mucho.
An adjustment here by Coach Pascua. Semana and Soyud will come out. Basas and Dimaculangan return.
And if you check, 2 or 3 probably nung lamang ng Choco Mucho nanggaling dun sa unforced error ng PLDT.
That's going to be outside. Great decision there by Arado to let that one go. They needed an easy point. They got it. Good serve. This is an over-receive. Del Palomata unable to get a kill, but they get another easy point, Neil, off a net violation by Choco Mucho.
Kahit na hindi pumatay yung regalo na yon, there was also a net violation called on one of the players of Choco Mucho.
Looks like Ogunsanya will take a look.
He wasn't able to control her momentum on the way down.
So 2 straight points here, but PLDT throws one away, Neil.
That's another error for the high-speed hitters. Coach George Pascual just signaling na kailangan lang natin ng isang puntos. We're not yet out of this set.
Regina Rocha is in the game for the first time. For Choco Mucho, she will serve at this crucial stage of set number 3.
This is the usual defensive substitution for the side of the Flying Titans.
Very important serve if you're the Flying Titans. Good receive by Basas. Palomata looking for the kill. Dinawang was right there. Pongay Gaston. Del Palomata once again. Same angle. Different result. Del Palomata with a kill.
You can dig her once, but not twice, sabi ni Del Palomata. They're just 2 points away from tying this ball game up. And sobrang crucial nitong third set kasi coming into the fourth, kung sino man manalo dito, they will have that confidence to close it out.
Nika Reyes comes in. Number 28 best server. Sorry, number 7 best server. Number 28 best scorer is Del Palomata. Jules Samonte. Pongay Gaston, what a save by Ceballos. And free ball for Choco Mucho. Dinawang goes to Pongay Gaston through the block and scores. Set point, Choco Mucho.
Pongay Gaston punching that through the 2 blockers of PLDT. They're now at set point and another substitution, this time an offensive substitution naman. Actually, both defensive and offensive, talking about Cherry Nunag.
But a timeout first by Coach George Pascual. PLDT will talk things over. They're down by 3 set points.
Kapos ka lang ha, kapos ka lang. Kapos ka na rito para makapag-penetrate ka. Wala ka na ito eh. Diba? Second ball na yun, ikaw mag-third ball para papalo. Alwanag, para hindi ka lang out of position ha.
Okay, first ball muna tayo. First ball lang.
George Pascual easing the reception responsibility for Jules Samonte because they need a clean attack to get their 22nd point. Kaya sinasabi, you have to get a good approach on this one.
Going to be a tall order to save 3 set points if you're PLDT. But they have. But they must limit their unforced errors. They've had many here in the third set. PLDT. Dina Wong. All-important serve for the Flying Titans. Good receive. Di Makulangan goes to Nika Reyes. Tolentino. Basas with the over-receive. Cherry Nunag with a touch. Samonte with the angle. Jules Samonte saves 1 of 3 set points.
Great dig from Kat Arado with that conversion of Jules Samonte's attack. Nasunod yung gameplay ni Coach George Pascual in that sequence. And sometimes pag masyado nang nangyayari on the court, you just have to listen to the instructions of your coach.
And that's tough to do with all the distraction and the adrenaline going through you. Good serve from Di Makulangan. Pongay Gaston. Di Makulangan. Basas. Basas connects. 2 set points saved by PLDT.
Grabe yung kapit ng PLDT not giving up on this specific set. They're just 1 point away to force a deuce point. Cherry Nunag so late to close out that zone for Choco Mucho.
Timeout by Coach Oliver Almadro. We'll listen in.
Okay, okay lang yon. Power tayo. Hindi na, sigurado tayo, ha? Okay. Okay, now, again, Cherry, gusto ko pasukan mo yan. Okay? Kung kinakailangan dito ka, pumasok ka, kailangan makita ka. Naintindihan? Hey, Kat, kung may cover sa'yo, kung nakita mo mataas ang reach, may kamay, tapon. Okay, ganun din Ponggay. Pag dito ka bibigyan ng play ni ano, hindi na. Gawa ng paraan tayo. Now, cover rin tayo. Cover.
Advantage pa din ng Choco Mucho. They will be receiving, so sila ang unang aatake. Pero ibabalik ngayon si Beda ni Leon.
Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. PLDT on a 2-point run here, but they're still down 1 set point. Di makulangan. Another good serve. And that's an ace! 3 set points saved by PLDT, Neil.
Just like that. We are tied. I'm at a loss for words. Hindi ko na alam kung ano sasabihin ko. What a treat for the fans here in the venue.
Definitely. Worth it coming here, lining up as early as 6 a.m. if this is the kind of action you're going to get.
And this is just the first game of your doubleheader. Painful for the high-speed hitters. They are dominating that service department, but they're also ahead in the service errors department. So you don't want to negate your advantage. Now, Choco Mucho has a full front line with De Leon, Tolentino, and Isa Molde.
What a save by Kat Arado. They must defend here. Double contact as PLDT gets a free point. Another set point is saved.
We're at the edge of our seats right now. It may be a case of eagerness for Dina Wong in that last sequence. Alam nila chance na to close it out.
Samonte. Good receive by Revilla. Kat Tolentino! That's going to be set point again for Choco Mucho. 26-25.
Tolentino will always be the finisher for Choco Mucho in tight situations.
I agree. Aduke Obunsanya returns to the game. Bea De Leon is serving. Another set point PLDT needs to save here.
Hihingi si Coach George ng split set from Rhea de Maculangan. Gusto niya kalat yung blockers ng Choco Mucho.
That's a little too low. Chance ball here for Choco Mucho. Isa Molde. Arado was right there. Di Maculangan. Basas. Basas connects. Another set point is saved.
It's a back and forth affair for PLDT and Choco Mucho. Pero walang reklamo here. Look at the guts of Chinchin Basas to go down the line.
5 set points saved by PLDT already here in set number 3 alone.
Walang underdog sa quarterfinals.
Kat Tolentino goes above the blockers. Nika Reyes will set it for Basas. Basas is blocked! Choco Mucho back at set point, Neil.
If we can't close it out sa offense, let's close it out with our blocking. Gonzanya getting the better of Basas that time. Ang taas din kasi nung set ni Reyes, kaya alam na dun pupunta yung bola.
Di Maculangan. Ceballos! Oh!
Viola Ceballos with a cannon of her own. Don't look now, it's 27 all.
That's 6 set points saved by PLDT. How many will it take before they even taste set point here?
And winning a close set like this can make all the difference. Oh! Another unforced error for PLDT, and Coach George Pasqua is at a loss of words. Alam nila, advantage nila yon, pero naitatapon.
They had 2 in this crucial stage. 1 from Di Maculangan, 1 from Basas. Do they have another save in them here late in set number 3? Palomata. Yes! Set point number 7, saved by PLDT.
PLDT, just on fire. Di ba nila magbigay kami ng libreng puntos, but we will get right
Mababawi
back.
naman namin eh.
Choco Mucho has to look at Del Palomata. She will be going to that running attack in this rotation. But Viola Ceballos has to put that in. This is the longest set this conference so far.
Not surprised. Jules Samonte, that's off the block. Dina Wong goes to Pongay Gaston. Ceballos from the back row. That's outside.
That may be a mistake for the side of Chinchin Basas. Fiona Ceballos wasn't ready for that back row attack. It would have been better kung ni Basas papunta kay Jules Samonte sa harapan. But what's done is done already. They have to focus on this point and get their 29th point to force another deadlock.
Another set point here. Set point number 7 for Choco Mucho. Arado was right there. Samonte. Pat Tolentino. That was overset. And an easy kill for Palomata.
The net violation was called on Choco Mucho. Dina Wong wasn't happy with that one, but that was the right call also.
Take another look here.
Yeah, it was Pongay Gaston who touched the net.
At the bottom of the net. So
29 all.
8 set points saved now by PLDT. This is a good serve. Pongay Gaston. Palomata with the touch. Di Makulangan. Mika Reyes is blocked. And PLDT at set point here. Can you believe it?
PLDT on the verge of getting a 2-1 lead against Choco Mucho. Pero ang tanong, maipapasok ba itong service na to? We just reached the 30-point mark in this third set.
Yes, she gets it in. Oh! Into the net! PLDT comes from behind, down 3 set points, Neil. They have to save 8 set points in total. And they pull it off. What a comeback here for the high-speed hitters.
This is also a character-building set for the high-speed hitters. That's a 31-29 win against a strong team in Choco Mucho. At babaunin nila yan pagpasok ng set number 4.
Take a look at how the players rejoice in Coach George Pascua. Amazing come from behind win in set number 3. PLDT shows us what they're made of as they go up 2-1 against the highly favored Choco Mucho Flying Titans. PLDT with a 2-1 advantage after a gritty win in set number 3 over Choco Mucho, 31-29. Take a look at some of the highlights of the third set, Neil.
Now that third set, what can I say? High volleyball IQ being shown to us by both of these squads. Yes, it's unfortunate na may mga lapses towards yung mga deuce points natin. But at the end of that set, PLDT prevailed and they did everything right to close it out.
In case you're just tuning in, PLDT was down 3 set points. They gave away 2 errors. During that stage, had to save 8 set points in total and still came away with the win, 31-29.
And again, that win-loss card, it's not enough to really showcase kung ano yung meron itong PLDT high-speed hitters. And they just proved that.
I agree. For those who don't know, PLDT is just 1-2 in the standings. They won their last game. That's why they got the one and 3 win-loss record. Meanwhile, 1 and 2 win-loss record. Meanwhile, Choco Mucho is 3 and 1 after the elimination round.
Right now, I'm looking at the stat sheet for PLDT. It's a balanced output. 3 players already have double digits, but we look at the bigger picture at again, yung atake pa rin ng PLDT, sila pa rin ang lamang over against Choco Mucho. Choco Mucho getting 2 blocks against the none of PLDT. But since the first set, PLDT has dominated that department in the service area.
And it didn't really matter. PLDT had much more errors. That's +3 in errors for PLDT. Because, again, they were able to save each of those 8 set points. So, Choco Mucho with a twice-to-beat advantage. Their backs are against the wall. Must-win situation here to close out this quarterfinal matchup. Hello, everybody. Eric Tapan with Neil Flores and Sam Corrales courtside as Basas gets us our first point of set number 4.
Mas balanse ang output ng PLDT compared to Choco Mucho. Basas with 11 points, Ceballos with 10, and Palomata with 12 points as well for Choco Mucho. Si Isa Molde pa lang ang nakakatungtong sa double digits with 12, followed by Kat Tolentino with 9 and Bea De Leon with 8.
That's surprising. Kat Tolentino only in single digits right now as De Leon is blocked by Mika Reyes. So Bea De Leon gets a taste of her own medicine. And the double lady block. Mika Reyes, Chin Basas on Isa Molde.
And yan yung sinasabi ko na kanina pa pumupunta sa zone 1 itong si Isa Molde. It was a good decision for Chin Basas to take one more side step to the right para maabot yung palo ni Molde.
Strong start for PLDT here in set number 4. 2-0 over Choco Mucho. Kat Tolentino. Good coverage. Di Maculangan was right there. Chin Basas block. Better coverage again as De Maculangan was there to clear it up. Molde, cross court. Arrado with a great dig. Basas with the easy over now. Molde again. De Maculangan picks it up. The back set, Ceballos put a lot into it, but it went straight into the net.
Siguro si Fiola Ceballos, talagang high risk, high reward type of player na regardless kung gaano kaganda or ka-off yung set, she would really put power into her spikes.
So the first point of Choco Mucho, just off an error of PLDT. Mika Reyes. Isa Molde goes cross court. Arado was right there over receive. Ogunsanya. The back set for Kat Tolentino. What a save by Di Maculangan and Mika Reyes. Kat Tolentino once again. Single blocker. Obviously not good enough.
That's the biggest mistake you will make if you're on the side of PLDT, to give Kat Tolentino a single blocker. Hindi na nag-attempt si Mika Reyes to close that one out.
And just like that, we're tied. First offensive point for Choco Mucho. 2-all set number 4. Basas. Back row attack from Samonte. Bea De Leon back to Kat Tolentino. Set for Ceballos. That's going to be outside.
That's another attack called for Fiola Ceballos. And mukhang magpapalit ng tao si Coach George Pascua. Jovi Prado will be coming in.
Jovi Prado, after starting in set number 1, didn't see action. Nice to see her back. Let's see how she makes a contribution here. 3-0 run by the Flying Titans. They lead 3-2, set number 4. Underhand set, Basas will attack. Molde with the tip. Prado. Basas with another push. Kat Tolentino. Down the line! Yes!
Siguro ito na yung iniintay ng Flying Titans, yung uminit at makuha ni Kat Tolentino yung numbers niya.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier she was still in single digits, and that's obviously not typical of somebody like Kat Tolentino. By 2. Basas against a single blocker. Yes!
Basas has been one of the most consistent attackers for the high-speed hitters.
Nika Reyes all the way back now after she was instructed by Coach Pasco. Move a little bit back because she was serving long earlier. Wow, what a serve. Molde. Blocked by Palomata. Nika Reyes will set it for Jovi Prado. Kat Tolentino a little too close to the net. Basas was right there. Here's Prado once again. That's just wide for Jovi Prado.
Tried to make something out of that off-system play, but no avail. Early 2-point lead for the Flying Titans.
Di makulangan, Palomata. Isa Molde off the Basas block.
She got blocked a while ago by Basas, pero ito ngayon, ginamit niya yung kamay ni Basas to her advantage.
3-point lead, the biggest for Choco Mucho here in set number 4. Del Palomata, block!
Return to center, sabi ni Gonzanya and Molde. Again, it's one thing to have a 2-1 set lead against the Flying Titans, but it's a totally different thing to close them out. At alam natin, nanggaling na sa 5-setter din itong Choco Mucho against the Cherry Tigo crossovers.
That's right.
So they have experience in long matches.
Prado.
Oh.
Yes! Jovi Prado needed that to boost her confidence.
That was a better set and better hit from Jovi Prado. In her previous club team, isa siya sa mga pinaka-consistent din talaga. And it will be a team effort for the high-speed hitters to drag this to game number 2.
There have been a lot of errors on the part of PLDT to start set number 4. They are down by 4 as we go to our first technical timeout. PVL 2022 Open Conference is also available on Smart Giga Play. Let's go courtside with Sam Corrales.
Rhea de Maculangan just loves it when she's able to see her teammates score good points. Now for DMAC, that calm presence on the court comes from her mindset, knowing that she cannot dwell on past mistakes and just move on. Speaking of calmness, Coach George Pasqua told me that na-anticipate na ng team na madami ang mag-cheer sa kalaban. In training, they already prepared for this scenario and they have done their homework on Choco Mucho. It's all about the execution of the game plan amid this high-pressure situation, especially after that hard-earned third set. Let's see how PLDT will bounce back in this set. Back to you, panel.
Right now, they're not looking good. Down by 4. This is the biggest deficit they're facing in set number 4.
Siguro the silver lining for the side of PLDT, this is not unfamiliar territory. Nanggaling na sila sa mas dikit na score and alam nilang kaya nilang humabol. Pero babalik na agad si Viola Ceballos dahil 5 na ang kalamangan ng Choco Mucho.
Ceballos after the receive will attack. That's picked up by Gaston. Back row from Kat Tolentino. The points continue to pour for Choco Mucho, Neil.
Welcome to the Kat Tolentino show. Nabawasan man yung efficiency niya in the past few sets. Binabawi naman niya ngayon in this 4th frame. We haven't seen Descheng come back in for the Flying Titans.
That's true. Ceballos. Revilla was right there.
Always a steady libero for the Flying Titans.
Palomata, yes!
She is the leading scorer for the high-speed hitters. And Rede Maculangan has built a career in making her middle blockers shine talaga. 21 excellent digs for Denden Revilla.
A lot of work cut out for PLDT, down by 5 here. Bongay Gaston with the push. Di Maculangan to Samonte, right into the block, but the ball is still alive. Bongay Gaston, just on the line.
Again, that zone 1 is still empty for PLDT.
And it seems, as you look at this replay, it seems like PLDT spent a lot of energy coming back in that third set, and they're running out of steam here early in set number 4, Neil.
But they can't afford to relax even for one set. Dahil nasa disadvantage sila sa twice to beat.
11 serving 5. Aduke Ogonsanya with 7 points so far to her name. Samonte going cross court. That is over received. And Samonte wins the joust at the net.
It's really in the smallest of details. Nagkaka-miscue itong Choco Mucho.
So the tallest lady for the high-speed hitters is in the back row now, serving Del Palomata. 14 points for her. 12 attacks and 2 aces. This is not the kind of rebound set you want after a spectacular win in set number 3.
And that is the 11th service error on side of PLDT. Nagkakaroon talaga ng kontrapelo between the blocking and the service department. Service aces, PLDT 10-2 against Choco Mucho. In blocking naman, 7-2 for Choco Mucho.
But they get a break off a service error by Dina Wong. So the chances, the bounce of the ball, so to speak, on the side of PLDT. Let's see if they can take advantage and get their game going here in the middle of set number 4, but not if Kat Tolentino can help it.
She will continue to score for the Flying Titans. At finally, she reached double digits already. Probably at 13 or 14 for Kat.
Serving 7. Nika Reyes through the block of Isa Molde. Molde will attack. She's blocked. Saved by Revilla. Nika Reyes with a dunk.
Now they're asking for a net violation, pero mukhang bola yung tumama sa net.
Take a look here. There's the save. And yep, it's the ball that hit the tape of the net. Still a 5-point deficit, though, for PLDT. Here's a free ball. Combination play. The push by Ceballos. Tolentino with an off-speed. Back set for Basas. 2 blockers were there. Molde through the block. Arado. Ceballos through the double block of Bea De Leon and Kat Tolentino.
Her spikes really pack a punch, talking about Piola Ceballos. And you can see her reaction after that hit.
That level of difficulty here is 99.9.
And yun yung kanina pa niya tinatry gawin, yung basagin yung blockers.
Molde off speed. A great adjustment by Isa Molde.
So far, so good for Choco Mucho. They are poised to extend this game 1 into a 5-set match.
8 points now for Bea De Leon. 5-point lead for Choco Mucho. 14 serving 9, set number 4. Must-win situation for Choco Mucho to extend this to a 5-setter. There's a tip by Nika Reyes. Kat Tolentino above the blockers. Basas goes cross-court. Tolentino! Yes!
Hurricane Cam is in the building.
How beautiful is this? Against 2 blockers, she still hit it clean.
Sharp cross-court angle for Kat Tolentino.
Back to a 6-point advantage for Choco Mucho. Basas against 2 blockers. Basas again with a push this time.
Nice set from Direo de Bacolangan. If it was a little bit higher, sana mas maganda yung magiging opensa ng PLDT.
PLDT needs to pick it up. They're down by 5. Not a good position. In the middle of set number 4. Good serve by Nika Reyes. Ogunsanya. Samonte has been really effective from the back row defensively. Revilla. Kat Tolentino. She's blocked. Tolentino again. A dive by Dimaculangan. Ceballos. Molde. Block. That's picked up by Revilla. Molde again. Yes, Isa Molde.
Same spot. And Jude Samonte wasn't able to pump that one up. And PLDT has 2 choices. It's either mag-adjust yung blockers or mag-adjust yung defender sa likod.
Second technical timeout. 6-point lead for Choco Mucho over PLDT. Set number 4. Fully alive, champions for life. Exciting na ang mga laban sa pagbabalik ng UAAP. Panoorin ang UAAP Season 84 Men's Basketball tuwing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Live sa One Sports and sa UAAP Varsity Channel. Available on Signal TV Channel 263 and on Signal Play. Some new faces on the floor. Well, returning at least, Caitlin Viray is back on the floor along with Jen Ferrer for Choco Mucho. Combination play, Chimbasas on the tail end of that. Molde, blocked, but it goes outside. 7-point lead for Choco Mucho.
Isa Molde is now the leading scorer for the Flying Titans with 17 big points, followed by Kat Tolentino with 14. For PLDT, we have Basas and Palomata with 14 points apiece.
So big contribution off the bench by Isa Molde for Choco Mucho. Right now, PLDT has no answer. They have points, but they're few and far between. Ceballos with a point there, but they're still down by 6.
And she has found her rhythm in this set. Although they're down by 6 points, it's nice to see Fiona Ceballos getting her cleaner hits inside.
Substitution here as Dimaculangan, Basas sit down, and back in is Elisoyu Buendian Semana. Still the same 6-point deficit against PLDT right now. And that's not going to help.
This lead has ballooned to 7 for the Flying Titans.
Well, PLDT pulled off a miracle in set number 3. Let's see if they have one more in them, because they're going to need it. Down by 7 late here in set number 4.
That was service error number 12 for the high-speed hitters. And service error number 8 for the Flying Titans.
And we look at the numbers of Ceballos, 12 points off 10 attacks and 2 aces. A little help from the tape of the net there. Caitlin Viray, Soyud, Semana to Samonte, who's blocked. Soyud will attack. Revilla with the up. Ogunsanya, what a dive there by Samonte. Soyud. 1-2 play for Ferrer. A free ball here for Choco Mucho. Caitlin Viray. What a save by Samonte. Ogunsanya, Soyud. Samonte wasn't there, but she gives it up off a free ball. Back set, Ogunsanya. And the defense of PLDT in disarray. Ogunsanya with an easy point.
Ogunsanya found that donut hole. I don't think she was expecting her attack to score. Either way, Choco Mucho will maintain a 7-point lead. They force Coach George Pascua to call for time.
Di ba minamadali? Ba't minamadali yung receive chance mo lang na binibigay ng kalaban? Itataas nila para makapenetrate dito. Ngayon, nandito na yung receive. Hindi na kailangan sumunod doon para pag binigay sa outside. Nandito na, di ba? Hindi tayo makulit sa court, yes. Basic volleyball lang tayo. Pag wala kang receive, papalo ka. Pag nasa kabila, bablock, di depensa. Pag na-depensa, nakatake. Ganun lang yun eh.
Let's go!
Let's go! PLDT!
The crowd inside the Philoil Flying V Center in San Juan. Some of them been here as early as 6 a.m. to purchase tickets. And we are packed all the way up to general admission here. And they're getting their money's worth, that's for sure. Although this fourth set, really PLDT struggling, find themselves down by as many as 7 now. Sherry Nunag returning. PLDT, as you can see on your screens, leading 2-1 against Choco Mucho, but right now down by 7, 19 serving 12, set number 4. Palomata, block, Basas was right there. Here comes Jules Samonte. Viray. Ceballos. And free ball. That's how it's been going for PLDT here in set number 4.
And when you become tentative, mas magkakaroon talaga ng unforced errors yung mga players on the floor.
This is quite the opposite of how PLDT was playing late in set number 3.
You might be right. They might have exerted so much energy in that third set.
Back row for Basas. Ferrer. Caitlin Viray off the block and outside. Everything going right for Choco Mucho. Right now their biggest lead at 9 points. 21-12. Another timeout by PLDT.
Okay, basta enjoy nyo lang. Enjoy nyo lang. Mas masyadong tayo. Meron pa naman tayong 5th set. Ang importante lang, importante, nandun pa rin yung ang aggressiveness natin, nandun pa rin yung desire natin na talunin sila. Huwag natin intindihin yung score. Intindihin natin paano natin tatalon yung kalaban. Ano lang dapat? Sumunod sa instruction. Para hindi kayo maligaw. Follow instruction lang, ha? Okay, let's go! PLDT!
Together!
But for PLDT, they just need to regain momentum dahil papalapit na ito si Choco Mucho in a fifth set. And you don't want to go to that 5th set na napakalaki ng kalamangan sa'yo. You just have to clean up their act dahil medyo disorganized ang volleyball na pinapakita ng high-speed hitters.
Over-receive. Di Makulangan getting lucky there against Cherry Nunag. Samonte finds a hole against the double block at the net.
She makes up for her unforced error a while ago.
Let's see if they can build something off that. PLDT is primed for a run. They haven't had any here in set number 4, and they've been the queen of runs in the last 3 sets.
This is the Choco Mucho squad that we all know yung sheer dominance na pinapakita.
That's true.
Not just in defense but also on offense.
Nuna. Cherry Nuna with a kill.
And we all know that Jem Ferrer is one of the masters when it comes to low-fast setting. And dyan sila magko-connect ni Cherry Nunag. Des Cheng will finally see action once again. Mukhang magpapainit si Coach Oliver ng bench player para magamit niya lahat come the 5th set.
Back to a 9-point lead for Choco Mucho. They're back with a vengeance here in set number 4. But how much is it, Neil, you know, PLDT playing on a much lower level as compared to Choco Mucho just, you know, hiking up their offense?
Well, when it comes to the 5th set, it will not matter anymore. It's just a race to 15. So whoever catches on fire first, yun ang makakakuha ng game na to.
Oh, even the serves have abandoned PLDT here in set number 4.
That's a department that they controlled fully in all of the sets that we had. Pero ngayon, everything is rolling for the Flying Titans.
There's Madayag. I saw her earlier in the hallway walking around. She looks good.
She will be rejoining the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, hopefully in the next conference.
Basas. Oh, Nunag trying to be acrobatic that time around. Swinging her arms wildly, and that's an error for Choco Mucho.
The height was okay, but the distance to the attacker wasn't the best. Jennifer acknowledges na pagkakamali niya yun.
There's Nunag, papabawiin. Block at the net. Underhand set, back row attack for Ponggay Gaston. And everything going right for Choco Mucho as they are right now with 9 set points.
That's not the primary option for Choco Mucho. Kadalasan emergency na lang yung back row attack ni Ponggay Gaston, but even that works for them.
Everybody all smiles for Choco Mucho. They're right now comfortably ahead. They only need a point to tie this at 2 sets all. Ceballos, she worked miracles for PLDT in set number 3, but not this time around as they fall by 10 in set number 4.
Are we even surprised? We all know that this game was going to go all out, and we are going to the full length. This is the third 5-setter, if I'm not mistaken, for this open conference. Talk about the value for money.
Definitely, and the Choco Mucho fans are ecstatic that their team will survive set number 4, set number 5 between PLDT Choco Mucho coming up next. the most decisive win so far in this match, a 25-15 set 4 win by CHOCO MUCHO over PLDT. As we take a look at highlights of set number 4 that was controlled so dominantly by CHOCO MUCHO.
And the first 3 sets were all close, but it seems like the PLDT high-speed hitters lost all of its team from the 4th frame. Kat Tolentino just really taking charge of the offense of the Flying Titans. And even Ogunsanya getting involved in the scoring picture for the ladies in purple.
And also Isa Molde as well, a major contributor for CHOCO MUCHO. Where the points from Basas, from Palomata, even from Jovi Prado and Viola Ceballos, but they're few and far between. And they really struggled here. So many errors as well for PLDT in set number 4. That one quickly, they found themselves down by as many as 8-9 points before they lost by 10, 25, 15 at the end of set number 4.
The previous sets, they were actually in control of the offense, pero in that last set, kahit yung dinodominate nila na service line, nawala din. So if you're going to give that up, papunta sa CHOCO MUCHO, expect to get a lot of harder hits from the ladies in purple.
It's a winner-take-all set now. Both teams with 2 sets all. And if you're hearing some drums in the background as you look at Mika Reyes and the rest of the PLDT high-speed hitters, just when I thought there wasn't any space inside Philippine Flying V Center, they still have extra real estate for some drums, as a lot of red and yellow shirts coming in preparation for the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers match, quarterfinal match against Petrogas Angels. PLDT in a must-win situation here because CHOCO MUCHO, they have a twice-to-beat advantage. If PLDT wins, the rubber match is tomorrow. Same thing if F2 wins later, rubber matches tomorrow. If CHOCO MUCHO wins, they match up with Creamline, who's already waiting in the wings. Set number 5 underway. Isa Molde, who was hot in set number 4, fires first. Combination play, that's right at the antenna for Chin Basas. First point of set number 5 going to CHOCO MUCHO.
Napansin ko lang kay Chin Basas, she performs better pag hindi ganun kababa yung set na binibigay sa kanya. So that's a minor tweak that they have to adjust, talking about Di Makulangan and Basas. And she has to be very vocal about it.
Well, you mentioned, Neil, the team that gets rolling here in set number 5 first, obviously at a huge advantage. What a setup job there by Di Makulangan. Gaston with a save. Free ball for PLDT. Di Makulangan calls out the play. Mika Reyes, cross court. That is on the line.
And you can expect both setters to go to their highest percentage attackers dahil up to 15 points lang to. Expect Di Makulangan to go to Mika Reyes and Del Palomata a lot. Sa kabila naman, Dinawang will be going to Kat Tolentino and Isa Molde. So magkakatalo kung sino makakadepensa ng mas maayos.
Good serve from Reyes. Kat Tolentino, just like we predicted. That's over and out.
As expected, Dinawang going to Kat Tolentino early on in this 5th set. Rhea Di Makulangan had that good position to pop that one up. Pero masyado lang malakas, hindi niya na-control.
Di Makulangan, Palomata. Kat Tolentino from the back row. That's going to be outside, but there's a check ball.
You cannot counter out of the offense pattern of the Flying Titans. Even if she's at the back row serving, Dinawang can still go to her. Dahil alam natin, lethal din yung back row attack ni Kat.
16 points, all from attacks for Kat Tolentino. Palomata mistimed that. Still gets the point.
Well, Palomata will get one back. Papunta dito sa PLDT. Then Lazaro was actually in possession to take that coverage.
2-all. It's tightly contested set number 5. 13 attacks, 1 block. Chimbasas serving. Ogunsanya block. That's been the trend. PLDT able to block, but they can't control the ball and get it back onto the floor.
And it's been a while since we last saw that same play from Dina Wong and Ogunsanya. So Dina Wong is also trying to split the blockers of PLDT. Na yan din yung ginagawa ni Coach George Pasco on their side.
2-point lead for the Flying Titans. Palomata again. Palomata blocked. Palomata will set it up. Basas with no room to operate. Hence a free ball. Ogunsanya connects.
The 3-point lead is already a luxury in a very short 5th set. Coach George Pasqua will burn 1 timeout.
Gamit nito. Ilan ba yung striker? Ilan kayo sa harap? Oh, dalawa. Dito ka na. Kasi nandun ka na sa dulo eh. Tama. First, pag magdidesisyon tayo, wala namang problema eh. Ang problema lang, kailangan nandun yung tapang natin. Sinaintindihan. Hindi ba pwede nang wala lang tayo, bahala na, gusto nyo. Diba? Hindi ba pwede ganun. Kailangan smart pa rin, kailangan matalino pa rin tayo sa game. Intindihan? Okay, keep fighting, let's go! PLDT!
Coach George Pasqua obviously aware of the situation and the urgency that he needs to stress. They're down by 3 in a very short must-win set.
They have solid attackers in the front row, pero ipapahinga muna ng konti si Del Palomata. So Jesse De Leon will serve as the middle blocker for the high-speed hitters.
Ceballos is blocked. Oh, the defense tightening up with Choco Mucho.
Every time they're in a tight spot, yung blocking ng Choco Mucho, yung saving grace for the Flying Titans.
And without Del Palomata, Ogunsanya didn't even bite on the fake by Jessie De Leon. She went straight to the attacking Ceballos.
That would be the disadvantage na wala si Palomata on the floor. But there will be a net violation called on one of the players of Choco Mucho.
Serving 6. PLDT, again, they got their work cut out for them. Gaston. Arrado with the save. Here comes Samonte. Over-received by Gaston. Samonte again, this time the push. It's a little too high. Bongay, 3rd attempt. Arrado. Samonte, 3rd attempt. Both teams really great floor defense. Ceballos with the up. Here comes Jesse De Leon. Net violation again. Back-to-back net violations for Choco Mucho, giving PLDT some 3 points.
Dina Wong cannot lose that persistence. She wanted to end things with that 1-2 play. Pero marami pa siyang attack options on the front line. It's just a 2-point ball game.
Good serve. Ogunsanya had to reach back for it, but nobody there defensively for PLDT.
Ceballos just looked as that ball fell on the side of their court. She lost her footing. And hindi nga naka-approach ng tama for that slide attack si Ogunsanya.
Lead back up to 3 for Choco Mucho. 7 serving 4, 11 points, 7 attacks, 4 blocks for Aduke Ogunsanya. Samonte. Ogunsanya with a dig. Bea De Leon outside.
Asking for a check ball, but it will not be granted. Now Mika Reyes is in the front row for the high-speed hitters. Good news for the ladies in white.
Well, they need a difference maker. I'm sure they're hoping it's Mika Reyes right now. They're chasing down a 3-point deficit. Jessie De Leon, a good serve. Kat Tolentino from the back row. Kat Tolentino has been so effective the last 2 sets.
She is the clutch player for the Flying Titans. At kakapunta niya lang sa harapan ngayon after that back row kill.
Dina Wong exciting the crowd once again. One-two play, blocked by Bea De Leon. Samonte, through the block, yes!
That was against 2 tall blockers in Tolentino and PVL. Nice choice of angle for Jules Samonte.
Couple more points to overhaul if you're PLDT. 6 serving 8.
This is probably the strongest rotation of the high-speed hitters in terms of offense. So you have to be able to score consecutive points. But that's another miscue for Choco Mucho. Just like that, from a 3-point lead, isa na lang ang kalamangan ng Choco Mucho.
Coach Oliver Almagro will talk things over.
Ano next mong gagawin?
Pumalo.
Pumalo! Okay? Yun ang kinakailangan gawin natin. We have to trust each other. We got to have faith na yung makaya na gawin ng kasama ninyo yon. Nandun na yan. Okay, pangalawa, Bea, Dina, look at the timing. Okay yun, okay yung discarding, but the timing. Kung kailan lumayo, tsaka tayo magtutuloy. Pag magandaan, balikan, transition. Mairaling yung strength natin, service at receive, dadating yung atake, okay?
Walang pagod, eh, Titan!
3-point lead of Choco Mucho down to 1. Rhea Di Maculangan has been serving beautifully for PLDT. That was behind Bongay Gaston. She had to readjust. Di Maculangan back set. Mika Reyes. Block at the net. Great defense. Oh, but Choco Mucho. But wait a minute. The net violation going to be called against Choco Mucho.
Let's look at that last sequence.
It's going to be hard to tell from that angle. So 8-all. The run is complete. PLDT somehow claw their way back in this set number 5.
Parang may third set vibes itong set to partner.
Kat Tolentino.
Even if Dina Wong goes on Tolentino, she has been the main man for Choco Mucho.
Flying Titans up by 1, 9 serving 8. PLDT, they need something. Jules Samonte is blocked and goes inside. So Choco Mucho with 2 straight points here.
Coverage of PLDT missing in that last sequence. Although napakaliit lang din naman talaga nung space na yun. It could have gone outside.
Choco Mucho answering the run of PLDT. Di Maculangan goes to Basas. Cheng was right there. Comes Isa Molde. Arado with the up. Samonte through the block and in.
That was a good set from Rhea Di Maculangan. It was like she was leaning towards that reverse set. Kaya nalit si Bea De Leon to close that one out. 1-point lead.
Look at the calm on the face of Samonte. Good serve. Bea De Leon. Di Maculangan with great coverage. Basas cross court. That's going to be wide. Chin Basas. Through some errors.
She had a clear vision on the side of, on the court of Choco Mucho dahil wala ng blockers na tumalon.
Choco Mucho 4 points away from the semifinals. The PLDT breathing down their necks, just down by 2. 11 serving 9. Basas trying to take it back. No! Says the defense of Choco Mucho.
Blocking has been the X factor for Choco Mucho in this 5th set. Kaya tatlo na naman ang kalamangan nila. Coach George Pasqua will burn his last timeout.
Mindset, walang bibitaw. Ngayon, kung pumapalo ka sa natin, cover natin. Pag nakita niyo may tao rito, ikaw himiwalay ka na. Nandito nga yung tao na eh. Lumawanag. Ngayon, Rhea, nakuha mo na rito yan, nakuha mo na rito. Pasok naman doon sa kabila. Kasi yan, pag nakita mo rito, umandar na yung block ng kalaban, dito ka naman. Get dito kung combination yung body ka na. Let's go. PLDT.
Well, for the side of the high-speed hitters, even if they're down by 3 points, nagawa na nilang ma-overcome yun kanina. So they can mount a comeback. Pero kailangan ma-organize yung backcourt defense nila. It's not an error to get blocked. That's usual in every volleyball game. Pero ang tanong, ready ba yung defenders natin sumalo sa likuran? And laging dapat merong isang may iwan sa sweeper position. Pag doon napunta yung bola,
Tolentino. Mika Reyes, quick reflexes. Di Makulangan sends it over. Another chance to attack. Tolentino fires one in.
and I can hear the voice of Tolentino asking Dina, hinihingi niya yung bola because she wants to finish this ball game. And that's the sign of a leader really asking, intentionally asking for that ball.
2 points away from the semifinals. Choco Mucho serving 13-9. Ceballos. What a save by Descheng. And it pays off. Amazing defense and tenacity by the Flying Titans.
Let's give that point to Descheng. She might have seen limited minutes in today's ball game. Pero isa sa mga biggest contributions ni Descheng is yung mga non-scoring skills. Digging, reception, even the coverage. And they are at match point.
PLDT down by 5. Basas saves 1 match point. They've been here before, PLDT. Remember, they saved 8 set points in set number 3, but do they have more in them?
They have to be perfect in the next 4 sequences if they want to tie this ball game at 14.
Mika Reyes serving. Good receive. Tolentino for the win, not just yet. He sends it all the way to the back. Di Makulangan. Basas. Basas coming alive. She has the last 2 points of PLDT.
Back-to-back points for Chinchin Basas. Now, papasok na ulit si Palomata. They have the height. They have the offense pattern down. So magkakatalo na lang kung paano i-close out ng Choco Mucho itong set na to.
We'll find out now. Timeout by Choco Mucho.
Palomata. Ceballos. Okay, Basas. Okay. No matter what. Why? Dina, kailangan gumalaw si Palomata. Now, if you want to give it to her, kailangan gumalaw muna to dito. Now, dito na magmamatter yung mental toughness. Pwede yan, ready yan. Basta kailangan lang kumover tayo. Hey girls, we have to cover. We have to cover, ha? We have to cover.
Maganda pass. Be patient, ha? Pag hindi namatay, isa pa. Patient, tight hand.
Coach Oliver Almadro aware that Palomata is in there. Sabi niya nga, kailangan gumalaw si Palomata.
Really put emphasis on kailangan kumover. Alam nila na matatangkad yung blockers ng PLDT. So you should expect a couple of deflections from them.
Another good serve from Mika Reyes. Tolentino. Mika Reyes. Samonte from the back row. Does not cross the net. And that is it for the PLDT high-speed hitters.
Choco Mucho will re-enter our semifinals appearance and they will book a matchup with their sister company in the form of the Cream Line Pool Smashers. We can't even hear ourselves. The fans are going wild, Derek.
You can tell that the fans are obviously biased towards Choco Mucho, but PLDT, they had their fair share of fans as well inside the Pinoy Flying Beast Center, and they really poured their heart out. But congratulations to the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. They had the twice-to-beat advantage. They were put in a desperate situation in set number 4 by PLDT after taking set number 3, but they never gave up. And that's the result, a 5-set win. Choco Mucho advances to the semifinals as they take down PLDT.